The Menace to Society movie just shows you that the Bible is true. The Bible said you will reap what you sow. They sowed this in the 90s. And in this generation, we are now reaping it. O-Dog in this movie was one of them people who lived by the gun and wanted to die by the gun. Every single thing that he was doing in this movie is what you see in young black teens today. In this scene, listen to how he was described. It was said that he's young, black, and don't give up. Then there was the scene with Cain. He was going to get payback on the dudes who shot him, but he didn't want to shoot no kids, no old people. And then O-Dog said he didn't care or give up who was out there. This movie came out in the 90s. Here we are in 2026. And look at what we're dealing with. Young, black, don't give up about nothing. This gave birth to the YN culture. What the black community failed to realize is that we are in judgment right now. See, the Most High said, once you keep sinning and comfortable living in your sin, he's going to hand you over to your sins. So this stuff that we was praising back then, we should have been up against it. Now it's too late. We always complain about the YN culture. We complain about the lawlessness things that they are doing. But not one time we took accountability for what we did. We did this. We gave birth to this YN culture. Then there's the grandpa preaching to the youth about Jesus. But here's the problem. They have a painting of a picture that's supposed to represent Jesus, but he's white. And this is not even Jesus. This is the painting of a white man. But if you show this to the young generation, they're not going to take you serious because you are praying to a white man, the same white man that enslaved black people. Not my words. This is the mindset of the YN culture. This is how they think. Look at what he said. Faithfully, I mean sitting there praying to a white Jesus. He was talking about his grandpa and grandma. And this is the reason why it goes in one ear out the other. Because they believe Christianity or any type of religion is a joke. Why would they be praying to a white man that enslaved his people, that created the Jim Crow laws to beat his people down verbally and physically, systematically? Like, why would a white man risk his life to save me? That's how they think it. And this is all because of the image. See, once they portrayed Jesus as a white man, this messed up the minds of the youth because they already believe that Jesus was given to their ancestors by the white man. But that's false because Christianity was in Africa before it got into the hands of the Europeans. So that's a false narrative. Listen to what he said about God. He said God don't love them because he's like, if God loved us, why would he put us here? Why would he put us in this hood where everybody killing each other and all this stuff? See, this lines up with what Furious said in the Boys in the Hood movie. He said the reason that there's a liquor store and a gun shop in every corner in the hood is because they want you to destroy yourselves. In the same way in this movie, God didn't put you in the hood. The hood is systematically in place for you to depend on welfare, government assistance, housing, Section 8, child support, food stamps, WIC. Another way, another tool to have you dependent on them. Who is them? They is the same people who Furious was talking about in Boys in the Hood.
We are not the people who are flying and floating that shit in here. Well, how you think the crack rock gets into the country? We don't own any planes. We don't own no ships.
So the conclusion is this. If we already know about the mind games that's being played and about the systematically things that's put in place for us to fail, if we know about the things that we are pushing and glorifying that's destroying the community and leading our people straight to hell and straight to the darkness, then why do we continue to push it?